What's up, Covalence friends? We're going to have a little bit of fun today, and I'm going to show you what color the browser thinks Chuck Norris is. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and create our index.html. And this is actually going to be the only file that we're working with today. So let's go ahead and we're going to stub this guy out. And we're going to change the title to be Chuck Norris, although Chuck Norris is actually only going to be playing a minor role in this. But what we're going to do inside of our body, we're going to create a table element. And we're going to create ourselves a row, and we're going to create ourselves a cell inside of this row. And we're actually going to give the cell a width and a height. So let's just say 250, and we'll also do a height of 250 as well. So let's say 250 by 250. And let's go ahead and after width and height, we're actually going to do something called BG color. Now, this turned red because BG color really isn't used anymore today. It's kind of an older style thing, it almost predates CSS to a certain extent. So now, obviously, background color when CSS is used to set things like BG color. But it does still exist, and the browsers still do respect this. So one of the cool things about it is that I can actually name my BG color Chuck Norris. And so what is the color of Chuck Norris? Well, let's go ahead and we're going to actually open this up real quick. It's red. Apparently the color of Chuck Norris is blood red. Who would have thought? So just to kind of show this and how it works, you're probably wondering how the heck is this red? So for instance, if we do a different cell, if we say, let's say letter Kenny, right? So we have Chuck Norris and we have letter Kenny. Now that would be a mashup I'd be all about. So if we actually pop this open real quick and we run this, now we have red and green. So what the heck, right? I mean, I know you're thinking maybe all the colors, any word you put there would be red, but no, it actually does convert this to a legitimate color. And the way that this actually works is that it basically treats each character as a hexadecimal character, right? And so anything outside of that hexadecimal range, it will actually convert to 0. So basically, it wants to get 3 different values from this, whatever this phrase or whatever this is, right? And so if we look at Chuck Norris is actually 11 letters long. 11 is not divisible by 3. So what it does is it right pads it. So basically, it becomes Chuck Norris 0. And then any character that isn't part of the hexadecimal range, which would basically be 0 through 9, and then A through F, right? So if it isn't part of that range, it actually converts those to 0. So C is in there, U is not, C is, K is not, N is not. Actually, none of the rest of these are in there. So it basically becomes C00, C 00000000, right? And now it breaks these up into groups of 4. So it becomes C00C 00000000. And this represents the RGB values. Now, unfortunately, the way that R, G, and B are represented is that they're actually only represented with 2. So it actually ends up knocking off the back 2. And this is the actual hex value that you end up with, is C00000, which, if you look up the actual value for that hexadecimal value, that is that color red. That's the exact same shade of red. So if we just kind of created like a styles.css real quick and we jumped into this, we can use our code editor to kind of show us this. So if we said background color equals C00000, you can see that it actually becomes that red value there. So that's what ends up happening. We're going to close that. And so what we can do is we can actually just create our own little picture here real quick. So we'll have Chuck Norris, we'll have letter Kenny, we'll have Microsoft and Covalence, 2 great companies. And now if we run this, we actually get the Microsoft symbol. What do you know? But just so you know, the last one, Covalence, all gold. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, this is definitely more for fun rather than actual learning purposes, but you gotta have fun every once in a while. And there's a little bit of something to learn there about hex and hex values. So I definitely encourage you guys to pick some names and letters of your own, throw them in there, and then try and convert them to hex. and double check and make sure that the browser is actually converting to the right color. And I guarantee you it is. So if you guys haven't checked out, or if you guys want to start learning more stuff about web development, check us out, Covalence.io. The link is in the description below. We have our all access community membership. It is the best offer we have ever presented, and we have quite the deal going on right now. Also, we're selling some merch in our merch store. That link is also below. And if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them, in the comments below. And until next time, get out of here.